finishing in the top four for Real Madrid, and there could be no certainty about that. They do have a game in hand on the rivals around them. That'll be coming up later this month against Leganés. Real Madrid a game behind because of their involvement in December's Club World Cup. Change of strip tonight for Zidane's side. Real Betis in their traditional green and white stripes. And they are generally, as we know, Terry, Real Betis, a good side to watch, capable of scoring goals, equally capable of conceding them.
Yeah, but they are a constructive team, and you see Marcelo there with the handball. Betis are not the type of team to go at it in the opening 20 minutes of the game. They've tried to build their way at the back. Marc Bartra has been a really useful addition for Quique Setien in the way that he wants his team to play, i.e. a central defender that's good on the ball. But they look to be fast when in possession of the ball. But certainly constructive, and Real Madrid might just have some joy in the counter-attack when Betis do have good possession.
Rare start for Mateo Kovacic alongside Casemiro. Modric rested to the bench, and as I mentioned, Toni Kroos missing out with injury. Has a knee problem. Flags up for offside against Ronaldo. Wasn't getting there anyway ahead of Adan.
Well, he sets off on his run really early, doesn't he? Vasquez with a through ball. Clear offside there, though, for the assistant referee, but Ronaldo looking to make that run in behind the Betis three-man central defence.
Barragan. Fabian. It's a well-judged header by Dani Carvajal. Back in the team today after missing last week. Joaquin, in outstanding form, the 36-year-old Joaquin, really enjoying an excellent season. Loren Moron, very nearly got a touch past Nacho there. Here's Marcelo. Pass is heavy for Casemiro, and now the Brazilian has rather more control of the ball. Finds Dani Carvajal. For Bale to chase.
Certainly a very big night, isn't it, in the career of the two young players that are playing for Real Betis tonight. New to the team, Junior Firpo. We saw him the left-sided wing-back. Of course, the effective striker, Loren Moron, up against Real Madrid.
Ball fed in by Asensio, took a slight deflection. Ronaldo trying to get it down for a shot at goal. Manages to find the cross. Help behind for the opening corner of the game.
Yeah, degree of panic from the defending from Real Betis here once that ball bounces in the penalty area between Amat and Thurbo. I thought Ronaldo initially was going to swivel and go direct for goal, but went for the cutback. Betis able to scramble it clear at the expense of the corner.
Asensio takes it. Referee is going to produce a yellow card here. Very early booking for Carvajal. Accepts it without any complaint.
They have a real appetite for attacking corners, Real Madrid, but they've had their problems with teams on the counter-attack, and teams have been able to defend them, and Carvajal fully aware that that's a professional foul, isn't it, on Budabus?
Here's Junior Firpo. hails from the Dominican Republic. He's stepped up from the B team, as has Loren Moron in recent times. In fact, it was Junior's debut in the win at Deportivo last week. Keeps his place ahead of Demisi.
Well, if Mark Bartra had nightmares there, deja vu when Bell running down the wing at full pelt, up against the touchline. Of course, Bell with that memorable goal in the Copa del Rey final against Barcelona when he outstripped Mark Bartra.
Looks an excellent piece of business, though, that from Real Betis. For around €8 million, they picked up the former Barcelona defender Bartra from Borussia Dortmund. Here's Kovacic. Ramos to Marcelo. Asensio gets it back from Casemiro. Carvajal. Just interesting to see as Casemiro is harassed out of possession. He's just about to make the point, in the absence of Modric and Kroos, just how much of a grip Casemiro and Kovacic can get on those central midfield areas. They'll certainly be harassed at every opportunity. This is an energetic Real Betis team. Zidane saying in the build-up to this match that he didn't use the word burnt out, but he admitted to being tired. He said this is a job, being in charge of Real Madrid, that tires you out like no other. There might be a few managers, head coaches around European football who are fighting relegation battles that might argue and want some of Zidane's players to work with, but the pressure is absolutely intense, though, isn't it? I mean, you're talking about pages and pages in various sports newspapers, day in, day out, all having their say on how Zidane should go about his job.
And 60 games a season, and you're not expected to lose any of them, which, of course, in the world of sport, the world of football, does happen. Throughout the season, game every 3 days, 3 or 4 days for a club like Real Madrid. I'm not surprised it takes its toll. We've seen it with a couple of the Barcelona managers, and Pep Guardiola and Luis Enrique have had to take a break after a certain amount of seasons.
Just wonder with those comments whether Zidane is preempting something, whether he's going to step aside at the end of the season or indeed be replaced. It's been a very poor defence of their title won last May. But the competition that they excel in is still going well in the Champions League. Here's Asensio. Allowed to drift a long way forward here. He's safely pouched by the former Real Madrid goalkeeper, Antonio Adan.
Well, he was sensational in the week against PSG when he appeared as a substitute. Again, typical Asensio, using his skill, using his speed, driving towards the byline. He's the man, he can't stop the cross coming into the box. A little deflection on it and takes it into the arms of Adan, away from Lucas Vázquez.
Ramos. Real Madrid have only won just over 50% of their league games this season. Almost unheard of, certainly in recent times. 12 wins from their 22 league matches prior to tonight. It's neat from Boudebouz. Could enjoy the little nutmeg there on Vázquez. Here's Joaquin. Fabian, real breakthrough season for him. This is Barragán. Lucas Vázquez just looking to see if there's a back pass on. It's harmlessly out for the Real Madrid goal kick.
Yeah, good numbers in the penalty area for Real Betis. Excellent play from Riyad Boudebouz. You see the eventual nutmegs on Lucas Vázquez, but we haven't seen that enough from him this season. Reasonably big money signing for Real Betis in the summer from Montpellier. looks fitter now than he has done all season, that's for sure. Kike Setien giving him an extended run in the team.
Quite a number of the regular first-team players sitting on the bench at the moment. Sergio Leon, Javi Garcia, Risa Dumisi, Camarasa, who's seen plenty of minutes, Christian Thiệu. He's not afraid to throw youngsters in if they show the right aptitude. And two players in Junior, the left wing back, and the striker Lauren Moron, really been impressing in the B team. Here's Marcelo. Best of clearing headers, straight to Lucas Vazquez. Ronaldo for the cutback. And Dan beats it away, and the follow-up headers in from Asensio. Nothing Dan could do about that. And Marco Asensio rewards Zidane's choice of putting him in from the start. It was a smart header. Could Dan get this further to safety from Ronaldo's shot? We'll see from the replay.
I think initially you have to question the defender of Real Betis. Vazquez gets the ball a considerable amount of time, and no one gets out close enough to shut down Ronaldo. I think Adan does all he can. He doesn't see it too late, does he? Parries it. And Asensio shows good reflexes, sharp to react, to give Real Madrid the one-goal lead pretty early in the game. Justifying the faith that Zidane is finally showing in the young player.
And he's been a bit frustrated. The fact of having to sit on the substitutes bench a little more than he'd have hoped for. Zidane has been very faithful to the Benzema, Ronaldo and Bale combination up front. And here's Ronaldo, quite getting there.
It's incredible, isn't it, to think that Real Betis, they must be aware that Ronaldo is pretty much the danger man for Real Madrid. Vazquez had so much time on the ball. Ronaldo just stepped away from the Real Betis central defenders and given far too much space. Of course, he's going to get his attempt away at goal and, more importantly, hit the target. And Asensio on hand for the rebound.
Lucas Vazquez with the corner. Up goes Ramos. Disappointed that his header travelled this far wide of the target, but inevitably he got there first, as he invariably does. It's Junior Firpo. Joaquin. Bartra. Fabian. Jordi Amat. This is Guardado. Budabuz, and now Junior. Drops kindly for Budabuz, trying to set up a shot for Joaquin. And he's still going to strike a goal, deflects away for the corner.
Excellent response from Real Betis. True to their style, good possession play, and then sharpening up the action around the final third of the pitch, in and around the penalty box. Good little 1-2 between Budabuz and Joaquin, and the deflection just wide of the goal.
Gareth Bale with the marking duties on Lauren Moron. There's Junior. Now Ronaldo. Carvajal. Casemiro. Marcelo on the line here for Gareth Bale. Again, Bartra has that feeling of being in a foot race with Bale.
Well, he's central of the three, and on two occasions now he's been dragged out wide. Both times up against Gareth Bale.
There aren't too many defenders around world football who want to get isolated with Gareth Bale in those kind of positions. There's the goal scorer, Asensio. Kovacic. Vasquez. Now Marcelo. Kovacic. Carvajal. Full pass from Ramos.
I think Antonio Barragan has to get his act together on the... He's the right-sided wing-back, but he's not even opposing Marcelo when he ventures forward. Far too much time and space given to the Brazilian left-back. He will punish you. Barragan has to get closer.
This is Mark Bartra. Good pass to pick out Junior. Now Joaquin. Guardado. Fabian. Bartra. Confident possession football here from Betis. Fabian. Budabuz. Just unable to spread it wide enough for Junior Firpo.
Tidy play though from the home team, wasn't it? 1 and 2 touch passing. Budabuz unlucky with the ball out wide to Junior.
You can really see the stamp that Setien is putting on this Real Betis team as the season has wore on. Similar kind of neat passing football, excellent movement. Navas not needed there. Just not enough from Laurent Moron to send it goalwards.
He's again plenty of time for the left back to get the cross in. Should do better. Slightly mishits the cross. Difficult for Laurent at the near post to direct the goal on target, direct the attempt on target.
That's certainly the kind of pass and move football that brought Quique Setien a lot of admirers last season when he was at Las Palmas. It's not a good throw out from Adan. Puts his side immediately on the back foot. Here's Carvajal. Just enough pressure on Dani Carvajal to force an overhit cross.
Well, they play a dangerous game, don't they, Real Betis? And that's exactly the way the manager wants them to play. But they have to be better. You see the ball out wide. When it goes to Lucas Vasquez, he has too much time on the ball. Ronaldo, inexplicably, is allowed to find space. Shows himself for the cut back. Asensio finishes it off.
Here's Junior. Forces the corner kick.
He's getting plenty of the ball, the young left back, and he's occupying the efforts of Lucas Vasquez in a defensive manner.
Hooked away by Gareth Bale. Fabian. Barragan. Mandy. Bartra. Joaquin to Andres Guardado, the Mexican. football again from Real Betis, who will have an end product this time. Stood behind in stretch for the latest Real Betis corner by Vasquez.
Well, he's enjoying himself, the youngster, isn't he? Getting regular service from his teammates. Maybe Danny Carvajal just tucking in a little bit too narrow alongside the centre-backs. It's encouraging that pass out wide from Real Betis.
Joaquin's corner. Bale hits behind for another. Only the 10th league start of the season for Gareth Bale. He's had his injury problems again. Deeper this time from Joaquin, and it flashes wide. And beating the turf in frustration. I think it was Aissa Mandi who met this.
Well, the delivery deserved the goal, didn't it? I think this should have been the equaliser for Real Betis. And he's unlucky, just glances it, doesn't get enough on it. Two excellent deliveries though from Joaquin from the corners.
Well, it's been an excellent response from Real Betis to go in that early goal down. Header from Marco Asensio. Betis certainly with aspirations to clinch a Europa League place at the end of this season. Top four will be too much of a mountain to climb.
You kind of get the feeling with Zidane and Real Madrid today in this match, in this particular game, that they're quite happy to go toe-to-toe with Real Betis and trust the three. The quality at the three at the top end of the pitch. Ronaldo, Bale and Asensio to outscore their opponents.
Here's Kovacic. Midway point. A lively first half. Kovacic spreads the play for Danny Carvajal. Here's Vasquez. Junior helped out by his captain, Joaquin. Might be 36, but he's still got a decent engine. Free kick goes the way of the home side.
He's got decent engine and decent speed still as well, Joaquin. He's having a fantastic season. Become a real talisman of Real Betis.
Says one day, Joaquin, that he wants to be president of Real Betis. So can't see too many obstacles in the way of that ambition. He's treated almost like royalty in this city, at least the green and white side of the city. Now then, the pass is right. Here's Loren. Not afraid to shoot, and not too far wide. That was getting beyond the right hand of Keylor Navas, and that was pretty close to making it one each.
He's been a late arrival, hasn't he? Certainly in the big time tonight, and an important player for Betis. Budabus does well, feeds it into the big striker. He's allowed time to turn, unleashes a really good attempt just past the post of Keylor Navas.
17 goals in 23 games for the B team this season. That's the kind of form that Loren has brought up to his promotion to the senior side. And he started off brilliantly with 3 goals in 2 appearances. Nearly had another there. 24-year-old joined Real Betis just over 3 years ago. Then played for his hometown club in Marbella. Here's Joaquin. It's best to protect the ball, but Real Madrid have it back. Since it went 1-0, Betis have been the better side. Got a free kick, 30 metres out.
But you cannot afford the mistakes, basic mistakes they made in conceding the goal to Real Madrid. I think you're right, Kevin, it's been an excellent response and they're doing it in their own way, aren't they? There's been some smashing football played by the home team. Vasquez there a little bit late with a challenge, does give Betis an opportunity. Joaquin this season has found a new technique. Taking corners, he hits everything with power. It's not unusual to see him go direct for goal, and from this, I do expect the attempt direct at goal from Joaquin. At the age of 36, the penny's dropped. He's found a new technique that has served him well so far this season.
Several Real Betis players joining that Real Madrid wall. Here comes Joaquin. Oh, what a save! Absolutely magnificent shot from Keylor Navas. It was right in the top corner.
And he just whips it. This is the style he's adopted this season. And again, it's a fantastic effort. Great goalkeeping by Keylor Navas. Betis should be on level terms.
Well, you called it, Terry. This top draw technique from Joaquin. Marcelo just losing his balance.
It's hamstring.
No, this doesn't look good at all. Immediately clutched his right hamstring. And two of the Betis players just showing their concern there for Marcelo. Well, he's
Can't have recovered that quick.
It's an amazing recovery here. Just pulls up. There's clutching the right hamstring area. But what a top draw save this is from Navas. Brilliant. Just a strong enough hand to get it over.
Brilliant action, wasn't it? Ambitious. Well, I called it that he goes with power now. It's exactly what he did. It was almost inch perfect.
Do you know, Terry, those fabulous feet movement there from the goalkeeper. A couple of steps to his right. He needed all of those. Two quite deliberate wide steps to his right, and even then he was at full stretch to keep out the Joaquin free kick. Well, it promised a great deal, didn't it, this fixture? Yeah. It's not disappointing.
Yeah, I cannot understand why Marcelo is trying to hobble on, continue with the game.
Theo Hernandez would be the natural replacement for Marcelo. Boudebouz looking for Barragan. Do well to keep that in. That's it, I think, for Marcelo.
And they need to get him off ASAP, don't they? Zidane getting worked up as usual.
It's about as animated as you'll ever see Zidane. He almost looked embarrassed there as he got tipped off by the ref.
He has had his moments.
Theo Hernandez then for Marcelo. Here's the change. Yes, who could ever forget that red mist descending in the World Cup final. But as a coach, very rarely see him get overwrought at all, Zidane. And just might be a few game absence now for Marcelo. Let's hope it's just a strain rather than a tear. Jordi Amat looking for Boudebouz. Support here from Barragan. Fabian. Bartra. Booz. Fabian to Bartra. Booz wrapped into the feet of Guardado. Lucky break here for Barragan.
Well, the best team at the moment. They're clearly losing the game.
No question. Guardado. Really dominating possession. Betis. It's down there though. Bale just stretching to receive the pass. What a good player this number 6 for Real Betis looks. Fabian, only 21. Covers the ground so well, passes the ball brilliantly. Looks to have it all. He's done well again to pick out Booz. Real Madrid working hard to plug the gaps at the moment. Bartra. It's a good pass. Joaquin just couldn't quite control. We've seen 3 or 4 occasions former Barcelona defender Marc Bartra, who's not embarrassed to just step up into midfield. Excellent on the ball.
Well, he's always looking to pass the ball forward, and the forward of Betis defenders before Zufidal and Mandy, because they were quite happy on too many occasions to go backwards and sideways. His first thought is always to go forwards, pass the ball forward, run with the ball forward. And he has been a really good addition to Real Betis.
Foul here on Joaquin. Nacho with the offender. There's the goal again.
So you cannot afford Ronaldo to have that much time and space. You cannot afford Vasquez to have that many touches. Asensio reacts really well. It's unlucky, it's tough on Antonio Adan. It's a powerful attempt from Ronaldo, parried by the Real Betis goalkeeper. Here we go again. Is he going to be one of these powerful wing swingers from Joaquin?
Headed away firmly by Ramos. Back out with Joaquin. Flag stays down. Great delivery! 1-1. And this time Mandy gets his goal. Having headed narrowly wide earlier in this first half, applause from Quique Setien. And they are in no way flattered, Real Betis, by this equaliser.
Totally deserved. They've been sensational with their style of play, their effort, their enthusiasm. They've been courageous in possession as well. But it's Joaquin, the legend, with the in-swinging cross. Not his first of the game. There's such a dangerous cross, waiting to be attacked. And Asa Mandy, the big central defender, stays up from the corner, gets there ahead of Casemiro, and nothing Keylor Navas could do from that range. It's what they deserve, no less than what they deserve. They've been superb. I'd love to know is whether it's Quique Setien who's introduced this a little technical aspect to Joaquin's game, because it's every set piece, every cross. Instead of just floating up as he's done throughout his career, he's now whipping everything in with genuine power.
It's been top quality. Got a very distinct impression we've not seen the last of the goals tonight. Kovacic. Asensio. Good run from Theo Hernandez. Good pass as well from Kovacic. Again, got back to concede the corner, having initially been caught by the run of Hernandez.
It's reaction defending, isn't it, from Barragan? It's a little bit of an issue for Real Betis. He should see that run earlier. Initially it was Marcelo, of course, now it's Theo Hernandez. Still the same runs. Still looks to be a way that Real Madrid can get in down that left side.
Ramos, the obvious danger. Header, straight header down from Ronaldo.
It's the outswinger from Asensio. Again, you cannot afford Ronaldo that space in the penalty area.
Good interception here by Casemiro, offside, one count. Ronaldo hits the back of the net, but the flag went up very quickly from the assistant on the far side.
Well, it's almost foolhardy, isn't it, from Betis playing their way into trouble, out of the back, just after getting the equaliser. It's a clear offside against Ronaldo. I think it expected the flag to go up. You see Mandy climbs highest, good determination, does everything he can to get anything on the ball. His second chance of the game from a set piece, and he takes this one.
Well, Quique Setien is on record as saying that because he preaches this style of his defenders playing out from the back, he wants his players to be brave on the ball, isn't worried if they do make mistakes. Here's Joaquin attacking the space, and now Junior! And it's an own goal by Nacho. Junior will want to claim it, but certainly a heavy touch off Nacho, and Real Betis from 1-0 down. The Benito Villamarín has exploded into incredible noise. They lead the defending champions 2-1.
We can see the expression on the coach's face. Big call to leave out Risa Demisi and play the young left back. Only his second appearance. That touch looked like it got away from Joaquin. Perhaps Carvajal should have got it. And then Junior slides it towards goal. It's a tentative finish. Side foot finish. Keylor Navas perhaps should do better. Once he goes past the goalkeeper, again, Nacho should be clearing that. Personally, I'd give it to the young player, but I think it's going to be an own goal.
Well, I was about to say our Spanish colleagues are being very generous in giving that to Junior Firpo. It has to be a Nacho own goal. But he got reward for his adventure, didn't he? The 21-year-old, and again, Joaquin involved. It was a lovely little change of body direction that just opened up the space for the pass to his left from Joaquin. Real Madrid have got it all on here tonight in the city of Seville. Very heavy touch backwards, and that can't prevent the corner. So often you see teams crumble when Real Madrid take a lead, especially the early lead that they had through Asensio. Only seemed to reinvigorate Real Betis, who have been the better team by a measure since going a goal down.
Clearly Real Madrid need more of the ball, don't they? They've had a very little possession. It's been dominated by Real Betis. Needs to get more service and support forward to Gareth Bale and Cristiano Ronaldo. Outnumbered and outmaneuvered so far in the midfield department, that's for sure.
Here's Casemiro. Nice measured ball out to Vasquez. Now Betis were wanting an offside flag there. Stayed down, but it was a comfortable take in the end for Adan.
Despite not playing well and not having a great deal of possession, Real Madrid do pretty much every time they go forward look as if there's going to be an end product. Betis have played really well, but they do look a little bit fragile at the back.
Real Madrid have scored with their only attempt. catching up our Spanish brethren by putting the graphic up there showing that, of course, it was a Nacho own goal. Here's Kovacic. Asensio's offering the width to the left. This is Theo Hernandez for Ronaldo. Nice feet to get him into the shooting position. Now Dan doesn't have to work too hard to make the save.
Well, again, they didn't have to work too hard to get the ball into Ronaldo. Sidesteps a couple of opponents, the familiar step over. And then the attempt to goal, hit the target. Routine save for the goalkeeper on that occasion.
Fabian. Oh, the pass was right there, Bale was in. One of those games where each and every time either side goes forward, you're expecting a chance of adding to the goal tally. Got to be good news for all the neutrals, I think. Attacks on top. Bale. Carvajal, Vasquez. Trying a little cute pass. This should drift out harmlessly. The referee just making sure that he calms Asa Mandy down. He was looking to react to the bundle into the back on his teammate Bartra. Lucas Vasquez putting his weight about.
Yeah, maybe a little over enthusiastic from Vasquez, and Carvajal does well to not get involved. There we see Junior Firpo with the attempt. It's a goalkeeping mistake as well as a mistake from Nacho. And somehow it finds its way into the goal to give now Betis a 2-1 lead.
Fabian, stronger than Kovacic. Guardado, Junior. Budabuz. Joaquin. Nacho defends well on this occasion. Now Marco Asensio. Should be a booking, I think. Straight away, the yellow card is flourished in the face of Barragan.
Trying their best, aren't they, to get to half-time with the one-goal lead. Barragan caught out position. And therefore just a hacking down Asensio.
Antonio Barragan on loan to Kiki Setien's Real Betis from Middlesbrough this season. Ramos. Hernandez. Offside.
Yeah, they have to hold their nerve there, Betis, because Ronaldo should have been miles offside, but I think Bartra, a new player, of course, in the January transfer window, dropped slightly deeper than his other two central defenders and almost allowed Ronaldo to stay in an onside position.
Well, he's been so influential, the Real Betis skipper, in this first half. Had a hand in both goals. Half-time whistle imminent. Just 1 minute of stoppage time being played. Hernandez. Barragan. Loren. These two youngsters that have come up into the B team, it's incredible to think one of them's playing his third senior game, the other one only his second. They're playing against Real Madrid, stars of Real Madrid, and they're just so composed out there.
Well, it's sink or swim, isn't it? As a manager, you never know how they're going to react. And they have been absolutely superb, the pair of them.
Well, cracking first half. And the delight is we've still got another 45 minutes to come. Real Madrid in front.